And now viewers, air pollution continues to worsen in Delhi-NCR and surrounding regions, with AQI figures now showing alarming levels. Now in many parts of the city, air quality continues to remain in the severe and very poor categories, posing major serious health risks for residents. Now the national capital is seeing extremely severe pollution with an AQI of about 389 on average, falling in the severe category. And if you look beyond Delhi, in fact, in Noida, the AQI stands at 398 this morning, falling again in the very poor category. While AQI in Greater Noida also remains in very poor category, with the figure standing at about 358. Let's go back to Delhi and get you some numbers from different parts of the city. In Anand Vihar, the AQI stands at 363, again in very poor category, whereas Puram records an AQI of 348, marking it very poor as well. Now in the northwest Delhi, Wazirpur, the AQI stands at 379, again in very poor category. So these are the alarming numbers that we're getting to you from today, how the AQI is looking across Delhi-NCR, and clearly the situation on the ground seems grim. So viewers, India's air pollution crisis is deeper and more widespread than many realize. A new satellite-based study conducted by CREA now shows a staggering 60% of Indian districts exceeding the national air quality safety limit for PM 2.5 pollution. Now, not a single district, in fact, meets the World Health Organization's far stricter guidelines. The data here reveals a clear north-south divide. Northern and eastern states including Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Assam, all of them suffer the highest pollution, with almost all their districts now breathing dangerously toxic air year-round. In contrast, the southern and the coastal states such as Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, they generally have cleaner air and still fall short of global safe levels. Now, Delhi here stands out as the most polluted area, with annual PM 2.5 levels reaching about 101 micrograms per cubic meter. Remember, that's 2.5 times the Indian limit and 20 times the WHO guideline. So this makes Delhi's residents some of the most exposed people to hazardous air pollution across the country. Now, seasonally, winter sees the worst air quality, with about 82% of districts crossing safe limits due to colder weather and as well as high emissions. Now, while the monsoon does bring some relief by cleansing the air, pollution levels often bounce back sharply after due to continued emissions as well as crop burning in several northern states. Now viewers, the study here underscores that pollution does not respect borders, especially across the Indo-Gigantic plains and emerging northeastern hotspots as well, such as Assam and Tripura. Air quality management must therefore shift their city-centric approach, which we have been following so far, to a more comprehensive district and airshed level strategy using satellite data for better tracking and accountability. In fact, to turn the tide, India must extend pollution control plans beyond major cities, target key emission sources like industry, transport and biomass burning, and simultaneously foster coordinated action among neighbouring states. Now, when the founder of a company that deals basically in cars says that Delhi must cut down car usage, you know the crisis has crossed every limit. Now, Cars 24 CEO Vikram Chopra has warned that Delhi's air quality has become unbreathable and only strict, uncomfortable measures can now save the city. In a powerful post on X, Chopra wrote, and I quote him here, "I run an auto tech company. My entire business depends on people using cars, and even then I'm saying Delhi needs far stricter rules to fix the air." Now, in fact, his message was deeply personal. He said that I have a 5-year-old son and 8-year-old parents. Their lungs cannot survive our excuses. Calling Delhi's pollution a man-made disaster fueled by public intolerance for discomfort, Chopra also reminded citizens of what worked in the past and what was abandoned because only it felt inconvenient. He shared about the 2020 lockdown, how it has slashed pollution by nearly 60%, and in fact how Grab restrictions have brought immediate improvement. He says, but every time he said something like that, people mocked it, hated it, and we shut it down because inconvenience was louder than data. Now, Chopra here also blamed policymakers for lacking political courage to enforce proven solutions such as congestion pricing, diesel curbs, construction site monitoring, as well as tough action on stubble burning. But his strongest criticism was for society itself. He said, and I quote him here, "We want clean air, but not at the cost of traffic rules or personal convenience, and that mindset here is the real pollutant." Now, he also urged the government to act like Delhi is in a health emergency. Restrict cars, curb diesel in winter, enforce construction bans, and crack down on chronic polluters with urgency. His final warning was a chilling. He said again, if we don't accept inconvenience now, we will be living inside an air purifier-shaped coffin in 10 years and pretending that it's progress.